And we move on to a team, like I said, that I am high on this year. Arizona State coming off winning the Big 12. They went 11-3, 7-2, again winning the Big 12, 45-19 against Iowa State. They lost in the college football playoffs, however, in the quarterfinals to Texas, 39-31 in double overtime. An exciting game. Cam Scatterbo had the game of his career collegiately against Texas. They came back, um, tried to win the game, just came up a bit short against a really talented Texas team. But again, an exciting game at the end of the game. Um, they returned 17 starters, 7 on offense, 10 on defense, which is the most not only in the Big 12 but in college football. So that's huge there. So they return Sam Levitt, the quarterback, 216 of 350, 61.7% completion percentage, 2,885 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. He also had 443 rushing yards and 5 touchdowns. They returned Jordan Tyson, one of the talented freshman receivers in the country, who had 75 catches for 1,101 yards and 10 touchdowns, pretty much their entirety of the passing game. Kamal Matier, tight end, who had 32 receptions for 306 yards and 5 touchdowns. They returned Miles Rouser, the safety, who had 98 total tackles, 51 solos, a sack, and 4 pass breakups. Returned Xavier Alford, the safety, who had 85 total tackles, 40 solos, 5 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. Keyshawn Elliott, the linebacker, who had 65 total tackles, 25 solos, 2 sacks, a pass breakup, and an interception. Jordan Crock, a linebacker, who had 57 total tackles, 28 solos, 2 pass breakups, and an interception. Jordan Crook, Clayton Smith, a D lineman with 33 total tackles, 16 solos, 4.5 sacks, 4 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Elijah O'Neal, a D lineman with 29 total tackles, 14 solos, 4 sacks, 5 pass breakups. Prince Darbo, a huge get of D lineman, who had 12 total tackles, 7 solos, 3 sacks, and a pass breakup. Keith Abney, as cornerback, who had 52 total tackles, 34 solos, 9 pass breakups, and 3 interceptions. Javon Robinson, a cornerback, who had 43 total tackles, 33 solos, 4 pass breakups, 3 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Now, the huge loss. Cam Scatterbo now moves on to the NFL. He is currently on the New York Giants. He had a monster year last year, 293 carries, 1,711 yards, 5.8 a carry, 21 rushing touchdowns, and then you throw in 45 receptions for 605 yards and 3 receiving touchdowns. They lost Xavier Guillory, who's currently on the Ravens, 222 receptions for 339 yards and 5 touchdowns. Shamari Simmons, a safety who had 72 total tackles, 39 solos, 4 pass breakups, an interception, and 4 forced fumbles. They were 60th in the recruiting class, 56 in transfers. They brought in guys like Kanye Udo, who won the American Athletic Conference Championship game with Army as a running back. He had 179 carries, 1,117 yards, 6.2 a carry, and 10 touchdowns. Now, it's going to be different. It won't be throughout the triple option at Arizona State, but he's still a good back. Then you bring in another good receiver in Jalen Moss to pair with Jordan Tyson. Coming from Fresno State, where Jalen Moss had 48 catches, 563 yards, and 4 touchdowns last season, even though Fresno State had a down year with Mikey King. And then you bring in Kendrick Breedlove, a transfer cornerback from Purdue, who had 40 total tackles, 28 solos, 4 pass breaks, 3 interceptions, trying to bolster that secondary at Arizona State. It was really solid defensively. Arizona State last year was 28th in total offense, 38th in total defense, 62nd in passing, 20th in rushing, 30th in scoring option, 81st in passing defense, 21st in rushing defense, and tied 37th in scoring defense. Now let's get into the schedule for Arizona State. They start off with Northern Arizona at home, which is a win. And then they go to Mississippi State in the home-to-home series. I think they win 2-0 in that home-to-home series. I think they beat Mississippi State on the road. They then go play Texas State at home. I have this as a win. They go on the road at Baylor. I have this as a win, but a good game. They go back home to play TCU. Well, also have this as a win. They play at Utah. I think Utah's always tough defensively, but offensively leaves a lot to desire. And that's why I have Arizona State to win this one. Texas Tech, really good team. I'm excited to see how they look without Taj Brooks. So I have Arizona State winning this one. And then at home against Houston. Houston's still trying to figure it out. I have this as a win. Then they go on the road to play Matt Campbell in their Big 12 championship game rematch against Iowa State. I do have this as a loss. They're riding high, 8-0. I mean 7-0 at the time. Things tend to get weird when you play tough opponents on the road at that time. I think this is an L. Then they go back home against West Virginia and Rich Rod, and I have this as a win. I have them beating Colorado on the road and then at home to finish again against Arizona, where I have this as a win. I have Arizona State going 11-1, 8-1 in conference play, having another spectacular season, bringing back all that from that Big 12 championship team. So I think they'll be at top of the conference yet again and possibly playing for the Big 12 yet again. Next, we have the Baylor Bears. Oh, and Arizona State would take the over 8.5 win total. Next.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.